What's up, everybody? I am out at Oceanfront Walk this morning going for a bike ride with 𝗨𝗣𝗗𝗓 from Santa Monica Closeup. You all know and love 𝗨𝗣𝗗𝗓. He is the eyes and ears of Oceanfront Walk. You have been out here experiencing and capturing the life of Venice out here at the beach for years now, and you've seen it through a lot of changes and iterations, and I just really appreciate you telling the story of Venice. So thanks for the opportunity to come and go for a ride with you today.
Thank you. And it's over the years, I've seen a tremendous improvement in the conditions here on the beach. So let's take a ride and see how things have changed.
That's right.
One of the big challenges that we had, and you'll remember this, 𝗨𝗣𝗗𝗓, there were people that were basically living in the public restrooms, and we had constant issues with folks overdosing inside, locking themselves in, multiple fires out here. Plus, I would personally be out here and I would see a mom standing with her kids, a toddler who clearly needs to use a toilet, and watching a mom hesitate, not knowing even what to do to confront the problem. And it just was so unacceptable at every level. And so that was one of the early interventions we did, was get the bathrooms under control. And the ambassadors have been a huge help out here. Do you remember there was, for a long time, 𝗨𝗣𝗗𝗓, that guy that was living out at the end of the walkway there?
Yes, the big guy.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. Started with a J, I think.
Josh.
Yes. Really
I believe he
challenging situation with that gentleman.
I think mental health was able to finally help him.
Yeah, we worked very closely with county and DMH on that, and a lot of intervention work went into getting him some help. But he was out here for a long time. So you remember, 𝗨𝗣𝗗𝗓, when this was all encampments? Remember, you would ride from Santa Monica, and as soon as you hit the Venice border, that's where the encampment would start.
Right.
You remember, this was just encampments.
It was shoulder to shoulder tents.
Shoulder to shoulder, and
like over 200 tents.
The fights, the fires, the constant just chaos and lawlessness out here. This entire area. And by the way, the pagodas, I know a lot of folks have asked about it.
Right.
We are in the process of restoring the pagodas. They've got some termite damage, some wood rot, some of the metal brackets are in poor order, so we're getting all of those repaired and restored, and when we reopen them, we're going to be filling them with community programming.
Nice.
So remember this encampment area?
Yep.
So now it's really pretty with the grass.
Very nice.
You remember, it was had been completely destroyed. The encampment had dug up and destroyed all of the irrigation. And so after we cleared the encampments and got the beach back under control when I took office, one of the very first things I did was work with the city departments to fix our irrigation systems and put a little bit of tender love and care back into our grassy bluffs. And when you go by now and you just see the incredible difference, I cannot wait to get the pagodas back. They're going to be so great when they're restored. Back to their original glory. No one panic. We're not taking the pagodas out.
They're historic.
I'm not quite sure where that rumor got started.
Right.
But we are not going to be removing them.
And then you got ambassadors in this restroom as well. There used to be a lot of people living in these restrooms.
You'll see people use them. People aren't living and dying in them anymore.
Right.
And they were for a long time. You remember, this was just all encampments as far as the eye could see. You remember that summer of 2020?
Oh, I do.
When it really just started to go haywire?
I remember the sheriffs came out and they really helped clean that up.
A lot of effort that went into that. The community here in Venice that lived through all of that, because remember, it wasn't just Oceanfront Walk at that time. It was Gold's Gym,
Right.
and the Venice Bridge Home,
By Whole Foods.
Whole Foods, Lincoln and Flower. It was everywhere else too. You remember
Right.
Glencoe, you remember Jefferson, you remember Venice and the 405, you remember the Culver Median, you remember Venice and Dell around
Oh, yeah.
that parking lot. I mean, there wasn't an inch of Venice that wasn't impacted. And a lot of community members actually are the ones who created the plan, the encampment to home plan that was rolled out here at Oceanfront Walk, that, you know, sort of phased the interventions and worked with segments along the stretch of encampment at a time to try to get people into appropriate placements. And so
And
really
this-
was an all hands on deck effort, but community led. And that really was an interesting turning point, right?
Right.
For the district.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of things started to change those years in 2021 and 2022, huh?
Big difference. Hey, Safe Team. How you doing? You guys have been doing a great job. Here's we got Councilwoman Traci Parks here with us. We're on a bike ride.
How are you guys? Looks good out
No
here.
complaints, no complaints at all.
How's everything looking today?
Pretty good. It looks like it's going to be a busy day. It's a beautiful day today. So,
Right, we got the holiday weekend, right?
holiday weekend with spring break, so a lot of visitors out here.
Right. But it's been looking a lot better here,
A little
right?
bit, a lot cleaner.
Right.
A lot more sanitation, LAPD efforts. So
Right, right.
Yes.
And you guys, the clean team, I mean the safe team and the clean team,
both of us. Yeah,
both of us.
Traci Parks. Doing a lot of great things. We've seen you
Ah,
with the
thank
park,
you.
with the museum.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, listen, you guys and the BID are an absolutely essential partner in doing what we do, and you know, our clean team with the BID is out here at Oceanfront Walk and over at Windward and this entire area. They are a huge part of the assistance.
We appreciate that. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, it's good seeing you. We'll keep it up.
Not a problem.
Okay.
You guys keep us in good work.
Thank you.
Great job, Tracy.
Thank you. We'll see you guys around.
See you. All right, we'll see you.
See you later. Always a pleasure.
You likewise.
You guys doing a ride through?
Yeah, we're taking a
Lid on
cruise.
this giant hole in the ground that's going to break someone's ankle. Okay. Thank you. You're welcome. Let record folks know about it. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay. Yes, CD11, I see every pothole. I see every broken, cracked sidewalk, every tree that needs to be trimmed, every street light that's out. You might actually be surprised at how many 311 requests I put in myself. I'm always on the market for good sweatshirts.
Oh,
good-
yeah.
Good hoodies, and good sunglasses.
Right. And t-shirts.
Yeah.
So we got
I have so many t-shirts.
Yay, yay.
Bam. I know it's a little
Two.
Two.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, sure. An empanada?
Yeah.
Yes, always the best in town. If
Chicken
you don't
and
like it,
rice.
you don't pay.
Yeah.
They are
Yeah.
the best in
How about
town.
chicken?
All right, 2 chicken
Out
empanadas,
of the
please.
chicken, I got beef and potato, which is amazing.
Okay.
All right, sold.
So beef and potato or beef, but beef, regular beef. Three?
Yeah, I'll
So
take
to
beef too. Yeah.
Of course, I got you.
Do you have do you have fountain drinks back there?
Huh?
Do you have lemonade?
Yeah, I have a strawberry, guava, mango. Lemonade.
Strawberry.
Strawberry it is.
Heck yeah. Gonna get my sugar fix this morning.
Are you guys just up for a bike ride?
Yeah.
Awesome. It's a perfect, beautiful day for that.
Yeah. How you been doing down here?
Amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah, business is great.
You got
Thank God.
yeah. You got tourists coming in for
Yeah,
the
tourists
holiday.
are definitely coming in. Canadians are all back in town.
Oh, good.
Good.
At first they weren't trying to come back, but now they're back. Now they're coming back, so it's good. A lot of Germans.
A lot of Germans, so business is
You guys
okay.
want the chimichurri sauce?
Yes, please.
Cool. No problem.
So over the last couple of years out here, have you noticed things getting better?
Think even people that are tourists are saying that it's getting better. Less homeless. It's more clean, and it's getting better. People are looking forward to coming back.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
That's what I've been hearing.
We're
That's
getting,
the
we're
feedback.
getting ready for the World Cup this summer.
Yeah,
the Olympics
yeah.
are going to be here.
I know.
You are going to sell so many empanadas.
That's right. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yes.
And rent a lot of surfboards.
Yep.
Because everybody wants to come here and serve and have the experience to say, you guys want the surf, right?
Yes, everybody wants the experience of saying they came and surfed in
And serve here in
Beach.
Venice. That's
Of
exactly what
course.
they want.
I remember as a teenager, used to ditch school, usually on Mondays.
There you go.
My friends and I would come hang out in Venice, at the pier. And
What part of town were you raised in?
so I was out in the desert, out in Apple Valley at
Oh,
that time
wow.
in high school.
Oh, okay. So you would come
Yeah.
to Venice on.
Yep, on
Weekend?
Mondays. Well, usually on Mondays we would ditch school. In fact,
Got it, boy.
I had so many unserved detentions from ditching school to come to Venice that they were not going to let me walk with my graduating class.
Oh wow.
But I got out of it. They didn't really want me back for summer school. I was on my way off to college, so we said our merry goodbyes.
Wow. Hey, look at these empanadas. Beautiful.
They're
Rico.
freshly baked, topped with the chimichurri garlic sauce, made daily.
You make those daily.
Yes.
Available right here off the Venice Boardwalk. Rico's empanadas.
If you don't like them, you don't pay.
Wow. Are they from Argentina type?
They're Argentinian style.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry about it.
No, come on. Absolutely. No, we're here to support. We're here to
Thank you,
support.
man.
My father used to make empanadas.
Oh, really?
I was born in Buenos Aires.
Oh, so you're Argentinian?
Yeah, I'm Argentinian.
Okay. So you'll be able to see if they are
Yeah.
Argentinian or not.
They're baked, not fried, right? Or
Exactly.
Yeah.
Baked, not fried. And they come with boiled eggs and green olives.
Oh,
That's
that's
the
how my
tradition.
dad made it.
That's the traditional Argentinian
Wow.
style.
Okay,
All right.
well, let's see.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
Gracias.
you guys. Un placer. Aquí están las. Try it. Let's see.
It's gonna be hot.
I like to serve my food.
Delicious.
Thank you so much.
Muy bueno.
Thank you so much.
Very good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rico.
Friday brunch. Seriously, thank you. What are you noshing on?
Avocado toast with chicken and vegetables and 3 boiled eggs for breakfast.
So healthy. That's why you look so good. What's your big seller here?
The beef,
The beef, the pure beef.
the beef and potato, the biggest sellers, and then the chicken.
Look how cute your parks pick is hanging on the wall over there. I love it.
That's a good spot, right?
That was a good spot.
Oh, you got an accommodation?
Yeah. I go out and I actually visit a different business every single week. I have since I took office. You know, you'll remember, Fabian, previously, our council member was absent from the district, and their business community was begging for help. They had been through the disruptions from the pandemic and the dueling crisis of homelessness and public safety, particularly here in Venice, and they were just desperate for assistance. And the city of LA has not always been a good partner to the business community. And our small businesses, you guys are the backbone of our local economy. And we just haven't ever valued those relationships the way I think they need to be. And I wanted to change that when I took office. And so literally every week, I pop in and visit a different local business to say thank you for being here, to learn what I can do to be more helpful and supportive, because we wouldn't be what we are if you weren't here. So it's just really important to value those relationships and the investments that our business owners make in our neighborhoods and in our local jobs and economy.
Thank you so much. We appreciate
You
it.
guys are the best. All right, I think a lot of you know that here in the city of Los Angeles, we have our Safe Schools and Parks Ordinance. That's section 4118 of our municipal code. And it is a tool that helps us ban tent encampments around sensitive use areas like schools, parks, daycares, libraries, and some other places where there is a history of public safety related issues that may justify that type of an intervention. And, you know, we previously had a council member who refused to use that tool to manage any of our public spaces. And when I took office, we immediately implemented it around all of the schools on the west side. And as we have done housing interventions to offer alternative places for people to go and services, and we have rolled out those new areas, we have really seen an improvement all over Council District 11. Now that said, every time I do a new one, I have to go into council and do a new resolution, and that requires 8 votes. And you know, there are certain days where I might have to continue my own motion depending on which council members have a butt in a seat that day. And so, you know, what happens in our local races, our local elections matters. The balance of power on our council and between the city council and the mayor's office really matters. And there is an awful lot at stake this election cycle. And I just would remind people of where we were and how committed we all are to not go back to that.
Well, that empanada was delicious. Thank you so much for that empanada. That was excellent.
You're welcome.
Well, let's go check out the lifeguard tower, see if Baywatch is there, what's going on over there.
Let's go check it out.
Oh, yeah.
Remember how
Right.
gnarly it was in there?
Oh, yeah.
It was so unsafe. There were constantly fires. People were getting stabbed in there. They were all graffitied. Literally, you couldn't come out here and enjoy the rec center at all. The amount of money that you have to pay to cover the rent, you really can't afford to be anything except a high-end
Yeah.
retailer that oftentimes is out of reach or unaffordable to most people. I certainly can't afford
I don't know how they could.
some of those.
So you got a busy day today?
I do. They're always busy. When I'm done, this is lovely getting to spend the morning out here. It sets the right frame for the day. But I have meetings for the whole rest of the day when I'm done here. So the saga of Baywatch. Haha.
Here it is.
I will tell you, about a year and a half ago, I was approached by the original creator and asked if I thought there was any way that we might be able to get Baywatch here, and could they use the Venice Lifeguard Tower. And I didn't even hesitate, because obviously the most famous television show ever created, television show that is synonymous with our coastline and a genuine love letter to LA. I just couldn't fathom having that anywhere else. And so we worked behind the scenes for about a year and a half to get teed up to say yes when the opportunity came to fruition. And I mean, we had to work with beaches and harbors and the county, the lifeguards, the mayor's office, our own rec and parks department, site visits. We had to get operational agreements in place, coastal development permits. We had to get the film and tax credits to make it happen. And so this is an actually very, very large production, about 350 cast and crew members. And that is just an incredible investment in our local creative economy, which we all know has struggled in recent years. And so we are really, really excited that we got the opportunity to do this here. Baywatch has now moved in to the historic lifeguard headquarters here in Venice Beach. They have done a lot of work to rehab the tower, and they have just created a fantastic hub for their local production. So we are working with the county on a couple of tweaks to their operations here that we hope will further expand their ability to do even more shooting and production right here. Just contrary to rumors and some online information, Baywatch is not leaving Venice. I have been in very, very close communication with them, and we are all very, very excited that they are here. So I want to put those rumors to rest. So we're super, super excited about it. I mean, this is just one great thing that's happening in Venice, and it's just one piece of the comeback story that I'm trying to write for all of us. So one of the things that the production crew needed to have done was the berm, the sand berm, which is common this time of year, was of course right in the middle of the footprint of where we're trying to film. So we are very, very pleased to see another positive step forward here. The berm is gone, and again, this is going to, enable their footprint to expand and increase their production opportunities right here in Venice at the sand by the lifeguard tower. So you remember the lifeguard tower has been here since about the 1950s. It is owned by the city of Los Angeles and leased by the county, which has its lifeguard operations headquartered here. And the building has been in disrepair for many, many years. And back in 2023, the county actually filed for permits to demolish the tower. And so some local Venice residents got to work, and we teamed up with them and had this declared an historic and cultural landmark. And so now Baywatch moving in here has helped us with a plan to rehab the building. It's been termited and has been painted. You can just see the improvements already are pretty remarkable. And they created here on this side this new facade, which is where their production takes place, but the staircases and the extension here of the existing facility are now their official production headquarters right here on Venice Beach. So when you get an opportunity to see them out here when they're actually filming, I mean, 350 actors and production crew working on live action television is really cool to see. All the cameras and the trucks and the equipment, it's pretty spectacular. So when they're out here filming, you should definitely make a point of coming and checking it out. So this is just one piece of an investment in this. Down at Venice Pier, we're going to put some selfie stations that are Baywatch branded that have this in the background.
Nice.
Because we expect this to, be part of the economic recovery work that we're doing as we still feel the lingering effects from the pandemic. We're really, really trying to turn things around. And I have, since I took office, been focused on getting Venice Beach cleaned up. This is our #1 tourist destination in all of Los Angeles. Venice Beach is famous around the world, but in the headlines for all the wrong reasons when I took office. And you'll remember, Fabian, our local businesses, they were holding on by a thread. Do you remember how many of them were boarding up and leaving during those years? And it started with getting the beach under control, getting the encampments dealt with and people into interim housing and on a path towards stability, and then regulating our public spaces out here. And the turnaround has brought with it new businesses opening. Tourism is starting to come back. We are generating headlines that are for the right reasons. And Baywatch being here, our FIFA activations this summer, and then being the face of LA during the Olympics in 2028 is an opportunity for us to repair so many years of neglect and reputational harm that happened under the prior administration. So we've worked really, really hard to get here. We're not there yet. Still have a long way to go. But it's day and night, and such a great story out here in Venice.
Well, Tracy, it was a lot of fun riding the bikes with you at Venice Beach today and having an empanada and getting to talk to local businesses. Had a great time, and thanks for coming out and seeing Venice with me.
Happy to do it, and thanks for being our friend and our eyes and ears out here at Oceanfront Walk.